What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Mix.
What?
Oh, we're live. We went live. Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think he's looking for the chicken.
I'm here. All right. Nope.
Did you find the chicken?
No, I did not. I did find a lot of loose Lego pieces though that I've dropped a few times.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not embedded in your feet, your knees, all the. Those are the best kind, right? When you don't know
they're always the tastiest.
2 a.m. when you're going to the bathroom or something. Don't want to wake your family up, so you're like,
What? So, I have a question. Why do you have Legos in the bathroom?
Well, I mean, isn't that where everybody plays with their Legos? I don't have Legos. Absolutely. I don't have Legos in the bathroom, but I'm saying like on the way, like in the hallway or something.
Battlecry says loose or free range Legos. Yep. Free
What's
range.
Up, everybody?
Farm to table Legos.
Welcome to the Hot Makes here on Hot Makes, and I think we're on the Edge of Tech tonight too, which is awesome. Welcome if you are watching currently on the Edge of Tech channel. Come on over, join us on the Hot Makes channel. The water's warm. Don't worry, we're okay. And shortly, I think Nightbot will be dropping a link. So all you have to do is type Hot Makes on the YouTubes. You'll find the Hot Makes channel. Come hit us up over there if you want. I'm not sure how long we'll keep
Am I frozen?
Streaming here. You were, I think.
Okay.
I'm not not sure how long we'll keep streaming on both channels. But hey, if you're here, thank you so much. Right.
Yes. Sorry, I'm having an internet thing. You are super choppy.
Come on, Ambato, Mr. Roboto.
Beep, boo, boo, bop. Beep, boop, bop, bop.
As always, everything we show tonight, as far as Hot Makes links, stuff like that, there's a link in the description below. Check it out. There's a Google Doc. Find episode 184, and we'll get you on there. Andrew Rogers. The bathroom Lego fun now with Oreo. I love it. The bathroom Lego fun now with Oreo.
So, do you eat Oreos in the bathroom too? Is that what's going on here?
No. I don't think so. But now you give me that idea. There's water in the bathroom.
Nope. The sink water is bad enough. No, don't be dunking your Oreos in your bath water.
Talking about the sink.
Exactly. Don't be. Oh no! Bath water, right?
Yes,
we're not going there. Water,
all right.
The big dunk.
Big dunk.
Yep. When Jim has to go to the bathroom, he's like, "Hey, excuse me, I got to drop off the Oreos."
I love it. Holy moly! So I'm not sure. I think it's too far behind me to see, but the printer right here that's rocking and rolling back there, that's the Magneto X. Piopoly or Piopoly or however you want to say it. Let me know in the chat how you say it. Is it Piopoly? Is it Piopoly? Is it I don't know, anything else? Lindsay says, have a great show. They're heading to McDonald's now. They just got done with dance class. They're heading to McDonald's. Let's see. I'll ask, do I need to order their food on the app? Because that's what we do in the middle of the show.
I think I figured it out.
Lots of lag. What's up?
I think so it might have been on my end. I had Google Drive was updating in the background. So I just paused it. We'll see if it fixes.
Yeah, you're better now. You're actually not a blurry puddle. Are you frozen now?
I should be reconnected now.
This is so weird.
Am I still frozen?
Yes. No. But it's a weird choppy, so I heard that StreamYard.
I'm gonna refresh the page. Hang on. Sorry about this, guys.
Bye. So I heard that StreamYard actually sold out to a bigger company earlier this year, and they've been doing things, and a lot of people have been having a lot of issues.
Better? No.
Better.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, it looks great. It looks better.
Okay. You're still choppy
they're
for me.
saying,
But
they're saying both choppy. Yeah. So, like I was saying, from
always
what I could
something,
see,
dude.
I think StreamYard actually sold out to a bigger company, and they've been having a lot of issues lately, with not a lot of help. So,
okay.
get your crap together. We pay a lot of money to be here, StreamYard.
We do.
Let's see what else. Piopoly or Piopoly? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'm curious, but that thing is rocking and rolling. It's printing some PETG right there, and it's printing a ghosty. Yeah, it's printing a ghost.
Okay, I have turned off every background thing. I think
Weird.
I have.
Well,
And I don't know. You're still choppy, so I don't know.
am I?
It's whatever.
Well, you're not choppy.
Well, that's fine. Then that works.
That's great.
We don't usually have this much. I mean, we were fine in the green room. We didn't have any issues in the green room, right?
We were definitely like bad quality and frozen in the green room for a minute.
Okay, well,
but it's a StreamYard thing, clearly, because it's both of us, right? Microwave PC for 12 seconds. It fixes it every time. I love it.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Piopoly. Okay, what Andrew said. Yeah. I'm a little choppy, but not bad. I mean, I could refresh and find out.
Caleb's okay. So yeah, Jim. Okay, so Jim is choppy for everybody else, but not for me. Okay, is this something with Elgato?
Man, what is going on? I don't think so, because we were both choppy. I was gonna show the screen here. Show the
okay,
webcam.
your video feed is not choppy.
Really?
I don't think. Well, I don't know. I can't tell if that's the webcam or if it's.
Let me check. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Hang on. What the heck is going on? So what have you been up to the last couple weeks while we're jerking around here?
Well, okay, so there's a mess behind me. My office is an absolute mess because we had our it's a rental house, and the house is built really like crappily, and we had a hole in the kitchen floor that went straight into the crawl space. So we had the whole like kitchen, dining room, family room area just completely torn apart. They had to redo the entire part, like more than half of the house.
Wow.
To fix it. Yeah. So
at least they fixed it, right?
Yes, it's fixed now. They said they were going to be done on Saturday, and here we are on Monday, and they just finished it. So, so basically, almost my entire living room, aside from the furniture, we had to get a U-Haul to put that in, like basically a garage. We rented a garage because we don't have any storage space at this house. So, our furniture is back in the living room, but the rest of like the living room and kitchen are currently behind me in the office. So
crazy. I'm gonna. They're still saying
that being said, Sarah's probably gonna be running around in the background, messing with things and reorganizing things because she just got home and the floor's done now. So
blink twice if you're okay.
Did I freeze again?
I'm gonna refresh my side because everyone's saying I'm drunk here too. So
can everybody hear me? Am I fine?
Goodbye.
Because Jim just acted. Oh God, I hate when it's full screen. How do I make it little screen? Okay. Well, anyway, can everybody hear me okay? Was it just Jim that was choppy? Because he just acted like I froze again. And I don't know. Now I don't know if that was him. Our guest is in the background. I'm sorry, man. It's not always this crazy. But we will get to you very shortly. Audio is great for both. Okay. Yeah, your video is good. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sounds like it was Jim. I don't know if he's fully restarting or what, but yeah. Better? Not better?
I don't know. Am I better?
Nope, you're the same. I don't know what to tell you, man.
They're saying you're way out of sync. Weird.
Oh my God. This is so bad.
StreamYard.
It's not usually this bad.
No, StreamYard.
You think it's StreamYard?
Great. I think so. I think we keep rolling. We can hear each other. Yeah. That's what matters. Maybe on the
Yep.
playback it won't be as bad. So if you don't like it,
We'll
watch
find
it
out.
again. Need a new 28K modem. Yeah, my dial-up went down today. And it's the guest. Yeah, it's his fault. That's right.
Get him.
That's hilarious.
We're going with torches and pitchforks now.
I love it. Well, anyways, we got an awesome guest tonight. Real quick before we do that, I gotta show you something real cool.
Okay.
I had my screen shared, and then I
Your screen shared?
Yeah, my screen shared.
Your screen shared Sean Connery.
Here's Sean.
Bomb.
Let's see. So I'm working on this.
The print or the printer?
The print, well, both. So they sent me Elgu sent me some like updated stuff a couple months ago. I never put it in.
Okay.
Upgraded memory, or no, not memory. I'm sorry, storage space from 8 to 32 gigs for the board. So I put that in, and then also an updated hot end. So I got this like super early, and it was a hot mess. And
hashtag hot mess.
I haven't pulled this yet. I haven't pulled it off the printer, as you can see, but that was like 8 hours of print though, and it's almost what was that, 900? I gotta look. It was like 900 something millimeters tall. It's supposed to go to 1,000, so I didn't push it to. I think it's like 950 or something like that. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty cool. I did it in a Polymaker. I think it's obviously a multicolor here.
So I mean, what's your plan? What are you doing with that big chunk of plastic?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at it. I don't know. It's just a vase. I just wanted to print a vase to make, to see it actually print, because the last one I did, I just destroyed itself trying to get it off the bed. It didn't have good layer adhesion, all that good stuff. So I'm really hoping that this one is better, and we'll find out when I can start getting it off the bed. That being said, I'm in talks. You guys might remember Joel had Luke's laboratory over.
Luke's laboratory.
Yeah, and they put solid bed mounts in, a whole new hot end right from Luke and all that. So we are actually in talks. We're going to work on that soon, in the next couple weeks, as soon as we can both mesh our time together, because he's a super busy dude too. And I can't wait to do that. But I wanted to get some good prints off of it for my general review / first look video, and then it's time to step that thing up and have a little fun with it. So Tube, yeah, the Tube, Shane says. That's right. He lives close to us, Shane, and I appreciate it. I think Shane's the one that's like, hey, you got to hit up this dude, he's close to us. I was like, wait, what? Brian Vines, congratulate. Do you have the pew 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 sounds?
Yeah, hang on.
That's not it.
Nope. But I have this one.
Brian Vines hit 100,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. Congratulations, Brian. Congratulations.
I only have the 4 buttons, and they're not labeled.
Holy crap! It's 6:17. What are we doing?
Yeah.
We had video issues. But congrats, Brian. That's such an awesome milestone, man. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Oh, do I need to push the button again? Is that what's...
No,
wrong button. Dang it.
That's how it feels sometimes.
I told you the buttons weren't labeled.
Right. No, I just wanted to tell everybody, because that's such an awesome achievement, and
Abby is here. I'm glad Abby's here, because
needs to be celebrated.
Because reasons.
I'm
glad Abby's here. Because,
hi, Abby.
Because one of the things that we will talk about with our guest is the education space, and Abby is also an educator. So
yeah. Speaking of guests, we should bring him in.
Yes.
Before I do that, I will kill you all.
I think that's the second time he's done this, isn't it?
That is Tristan's very first school picture. Bam! Look at this guy.
Oh, man, he is growing fast.
Look at this guy.
Oh, and Britt is here.
He's so cute.
Also, education.
Anyways, I'm biased. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Hey, there's our duck. Surprise. I always do that. All right,
You do.
enough of this. Enough of this.
Okay.
All this crap.
So-
all this video stuff threw us off here. So
It did. It absolutely threw us off. So to give a quick little introduction, we have always said on the show that we are more than just 3D printing. We tend to be focused on 3D printing because that's just kind of how the show started and where that I don't want to say rut, but that track that it kind of stayed on. But we've always wanted to introduce more things. We've had a few woodworkers on. We've had a few metalsmiths on. We had the guy who, Matt Hobbs, who helped build the James Webb. He was the lead engineer for the James Webb Space Telescope. So like we've had a few like off 3D printing path people. What's her name? Marcy, I think, right? Mixed Media Girl. We had her on at one point too. So anyway, I met Mr. Collected. I don't know if he wants us to. Well, his name's on Instagram. So Jake, at an event 2 weekends ago, and he was just a super super nice dude, and I loved his artwork. So we had I asked him if he would do some of some artwork of you and me, and people have already seen that on Twitter. And I was like, yo, it would be cool if you came on the show to kind of talk about a different avenue of making. So without further ado, are you ready? You ready to jump in? All right. Jim, are you okay? You're quiet. Okay. You're muted. That's what's happening. All right. Welcome. I'm just pulling you in while Jim is muted.
Hello.
Sorry,
my hair was good and then it wasn't.
It is all good, man. I don't know. My hair is non-existent. That's why I wear hats all the time.
Dude, I'm afraid I'm getting there, man. I don't know. I'm holding on to it for dear life.
I like how Jim is muted, but he still like flipped his hair.
Oh yeah,
like a Maybelline commercial. There you go. There you go.
What I was saying is I was just doing my thing while you were introducing him and getting stuff ready. And then I said, I promise we've done this before.
Yeah,
And then he said my hair's a mess, and I was like, yeah, my hair's a mess too. I just
What was that episode number? 158?
184.
We're on
184. Oh my god.
I know.
Also known as episode 0. This is the first time we ever done this. And, we actually bought
episode -1. We've somehow gotten worse.
We bought this account from some people that did this for a long time, and now we're trying to,
all of the screenshots I sent you for that artwork were photoshopped.
Yeah,
nice.
We gave him Andrew Rogers' what was it, $10 for this account, and now we're trying to do a show that we've never done before. No. What's up, man? First, we've had some people saying, how do you say your screen name there?
It's Mr. Collectit. So I collect it.
Oh, I don't know what somebody had a hard time with that. I feel like it's pretty.
Someone was asking, can we here, right here? Bam.
Oh, it's Ed. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I've been accused of Mr. Collectit before.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Online with a group of friends. The short name for me was Tit for a long time. So I'll answer to just about anything.
Right. Fantastic. What'd you say, Jim?
I said, "What's up, Zombie?"
Zombie's
Zombie's
here
with us. I don't know who that is, but
I don't know who that is either.
But yeah, let's back up for a second. All this weirdness has been like, whoosh.
I know. I'm so sorry. It's not usually this crazy.
Further, we like to do this in the beginning when we bring guests on. Who are you? What do you do? And where can people find your stuff? And then we're going to dive right into the real tough questions about Oreos and everything else.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. So who are you? What do you do? And where can we find your stuff? And then we're going to dive right into it.
Yeah, man. My name is Jake. I am a digital illustrator. Is kind of how I would categorize myself. Kind of mixed graphic designer. Not so much. I don't know. I like to draw. I have for almost my entire life. Collect Titty. That's me. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok under the same exact name. I've been drawing for forever. By night, by day, I'm a high school art teacher. for now. And
Okay.
yeah, a little
Ooh.
hot scoop for you guys.
Hashtag hot scoops.
Oh wait. What teacher?
I'm a high school art teacher.
Okay, art. I thought you said math there for a second, and I was
Oh,
my brain just
No.
exploded because we already have one of those. Abby, I don't know where you're at.
I know, yeah.
But no,
That's so
so
funny.
you teach high school art. Wow.
Yeah, I almost failed college. Not failed, but didn't graduate because of math. So interesting.
Okay. I can't blame you there,
dude.
So
it's tough out here,
man. There's so much I want to ask about high school teaching, and
dude, I'll tell all.
But
I have nothing to lose.
But I'm more interested in your art. But that kind of goes together because that's what you do, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So we know you've done some cool stuff for us. Caleb couldn't contain himself like the other day. He's like, I got this. I don't know if I should show you. Should I not? And I was like, whatever you want. I don't want to spoil it. If you don't want to spoil it, it's like send. And I was like, this is fun. This is awesome, right? And I'm assuming like you guys talked and did some things. And I'm really curious, like, how did you get started in this kind of stuff?
Oh man, well, you see, when I was 3, my parents got divorced.
Welcome to the club, man.
It all started when I was coming out of anyway.
We need like a freeze frame, and Baba O'Reilly starts playing. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
I know that this is like so hack. I can't remember a time I wasn't drawing, really and truthfully. There's just always been a call for it, a call to create. My mother is quite a talented like craftsman, and my grandfather, neither of them did anything like with it, but there was a time where my mom and I lived with my grandparents, and on all of his documents and stuff for work or whatever, there were always these super detailed sketches and stuff on them. So there is definitely a little bit of like hereditary passing on of it. But gosh, it's funny how you get good at something if you never stop, so, that's about, I would say like 10-15% of it, I would say. So, I never stopped. Went to college at Texas A&M, Gigamax, and during my sophomore year or junior year, I can't remember, so long ago, I was about a month away from contracting with the Army. I was in the Corps of Cadets in the Fighting Tex Aggie band. It's like a JROTC situation. I was studying under the Army. I was going to camp and everything like that. But I had entered a piece of art into our school's newspaper, just very like I was talking to a girl. And she talked me into like submitting this piece of artwork. So I did. They did not tell me that they entered my art into like a contest, like a journalism contest. And I won like a nationwide contest from this silly, and it's funny that we're in an election year right now, because it was a cartoon of Donald and Hillary.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ironic,
it's somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, it's somewhere. How things change, but never stay the same. And I won this award, and I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I always thought that I was like a pretty okay artist, but to get that kind of validation from strangers, like that was kind of huge for me. So
cool.
I really went to A&M for like my parents. I was a 3rd generation Aggie, 1st generation cadet, like the first one to do college on hard mode, I would say. And I kind of like took this to them, and I was like, hey, so how I like kind of did this for the family? What do y'all think about art school afterwards? And the rest is history, man. I got my master's in 19. I started teaching in 2020.
Wow.
And here we are in
So
the
was
fake
the-
future year of 2024.
almost 2025. We're only a few months away.
You stop that right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Knock it
You want
off.
to make it worse? I was working on something the other day, and I was like, "How long ago was that? How long ago was this thing released?" Because it seems super old, and it was released in 2014. And I was like, okay, yeah, that was forever ago. Wait a minute, that was 10 years ago. 2014 was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fixum
You
Dude
was the
says
hotness.
stranger validation is all that keeps me going some days.
Dude, so real. I
Yep.
inject it into my arm.
Yep.
I
I mean,
boy. Our Arkansas picker says, "Oh brother, this guy stinks."
oh,
Dude,
Arkansas Picker, we
Get
know this
that
guy.
out of here. Get that clown gone. Kick him to the street. What a knucklehead.
I love it.
So that's kind of where to give a little bit more context. That's where kind of the overlap and where Jake and I met originally, because are you the only or primary artist for Retro Rick? How does that?
I'm his only artist. I'm the
There
only.
you go.
I'm the only chump dumb enough to say yes.
That's
And
awesome.
you can explain him. You can explain him a little bit better than I can.
Sure.
But Retro Rick is he has a YouTube channel. He has a TikTok. I believe he has a YouTube channel, but he's got a pretty decent sized following online. And he recently purchased and started running a retro game shop just north of me here in Little Rock. It's up in Conway. And he decided to put on a cool retro gaming themed convention that apparently he had been talking about for years to his audience. And because of that, even though it was the first year, it was massive, dude. This event was way bigger than any first year event that I've ever seen. And there were people there. We talked to people from Rhode Island. We talked to people from Wisconsin up near you. Some people from Maryland. Like, there were people from everywhere that had like flown or drove across the country to go to this event.
Wow.
And you had a booth. Jake had a booth, but I didn't know who you were at first. And you stopped by our vendor booth and just chatted for a little while. I was like, oh, that guy's really nice. And then I walked past your booth later and I was like, oh, hey, so he's the, all right, hi, how's it going? And then we just kind of started chatting from there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
man.
the rest is history, they say.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Cue
Yeah,
Bob
now
O'Reilly.
I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
The world's
you
a
wanna
funny
call it that.
place.
Yeah.
Is that what you call this, train wreck? I don't know.
So you always been into art, you always been into drawing, and you do some stuff. Caleb, can we show the stuff that he's done for us? How did that come about? Like, you guys talked in the background?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, so like, full transparency, I commissioned him to do this. And I feel like that's important to bring up, because like we got to support people who are sharing their talents with everybody, who have worked so many years, and like, maybe not blood, but definitely sweat and tears in certain cases.
Oh, dude,
have you bled yet?
I've got some stories that'll make your head spin, dude.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
all right.
art can be punk rock, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Oh, you should see those paper cuts, damn it.
It's not just everything.
So
you
commissioned
Yep,
a couple of things.
Yeah.
And,
are you pulling it up, or do you want me to pull it up?
I was gonna ask you. It's your baby, so I have the ones that whoa. I have the ones that you put in the drive, but
yeah,
we should talk about this, because I mean, it's say like, hey, cool, he does art, that kind of thing, but like, seeing these things is a whole nother thing, right? It's just like,
so, I mean, because
do.
one of the things that I appreciate about people like Jake is that they can take whatever exists, for the most part, and like kind of like, I don't know. It's you can tell what the subject matter is, but it's got its own flair that matches a different person's portfolio, and you can see a common thread across all of their art. But at the same time, it's like that's me, that's Jim, that's this person's dog. Like clearly, it's a dog, but you can tell that it's this family's household pet. Like it's super super cool. So here I'll pull this
So
up.
Fixum Dude says we don't have to pay artists because they're artists are fun, right? And Brent says straight to timeout.
Jail.
Straight to timeout.
Yeah.
So I reached out and had some weird requests because of the Oreo and water thing and the frozen chicken thing going on here. And
refused to explain himself.
I tried. I kind of explained. No, I didn't. I didn't, did I? I just said we'll explain later.
So the backstory, right?
So you know the backstory behind the Oreos, and everybody on the show knows
I've heard it now. And
Okay.
I've got notes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just,
quick little backstory behind the frozen chicken situation, though, is I just did the same thing Jim does. There was a show where we were all saying goodbye. It was the end of the show. Sarah my wife was going to start dinner before we ended the show to kind of, to get it rolling before I was done. And she comes in the office and she says, I have to go to the store. And I'm like, why? And she's like, well, I got to go get chicken for dinner. And I was like, don't we have chicken already? And she's like, yeah, but it's frozen. What am I supposed to do with frozen chicken? And she's just screaming across the house about this frozen chicken.
It was awesome.
What was
It
I
certainly-
supposed to do with it? It was frozen.
And there was no time to thaw it. So it's kind of became a thing.
I love
Deep
it.
It certainly
it.
proposes a predicament,
It does.
Also, I want to laugh at what I can only assume is a fan of y'all's. Your fans can't spell. Ha. He said fury instead of furry. What a knucklehead.
What a knucklehead.
Oh, Ed, yeah.
Did he say fury?
Ed says
He did. Yep.
Caleb needs to be a fury.
Listen. Ed and I have like an unhealthy relationship.
There it is.
I give Ed crap every now and then
needs
because
to
he's
be
always
in a
on me.
furry
about stuff.
outfit.
My bachelor's is in journalism, so I'm gonna catch the misspelling.
Oh boy. Dude, don't read anything I write.
Okay.
Because I am one of the worst spellers. I barely speak English.
No, I'm a horrendous hypocrite. I definitely make mistakes all the time. But by laughing at other people's, it makes me feel better about myself.
There you go. Yeah.
You see?
It's like that social validation, but self-inflicted.
Yeah.
In a way.
Absolutely.
Or like the opposite.
I got to keep this head above water, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Whoa! What was that?
I'll take it.
Fancy. So yeah, so I love it, man. So Caleb says, hey, can you make this? It doesn't really tell you anything.
He is the city of Manhattan.
That's funny. So he says, hey, can you make this stuff? Doesn't really tell you, and you just came up with it. Did he say like this is kind of our background? This is our logo. Like, what did he give you?
Well, I mean, commissions are always super collaborative. There was actually a time during COVID where I would turn people away if they didn't have like a pretty good, well thought out idea. I would commonly say that I was paid to draw, not to think. Because I mean, even with you guys, like now we know each other. But in that moment, y'all were strangers. I'm like, I don't know you guys. I don't know what y'all are about. I don't know your intricacies, your inside stories, your jokes, things like that.
And you were better off for it.
Well, there is a professional separation between the client and the artist, yeah, so people were just coming to me and they were like, hey, can you like make me something cool? And I was like, no, I can't.
Magic conch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a magic conch, actually. Sorry.
No, it's
That's
okay.
that ADHD we were talking about backstage.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's super collaborative. Caleb can tell you this. I send a lot of edits y'all's way.
Mhm.
I send update pictures like, hey, here's my horrible little sketch that I did. Is posing okay? Are you okay with like how I'm depicting you? I send ink pictures, you know, like, hey, this is kind of the finished drawing. If there's a smaller detail you want changed, you know, this is the time to do it. And then I color them, and you know, hopefully by that point you're not hitting me with some crazy edits. Some people have, and you know, whatever. But yeah, I really rely on communication. Just because I want y'all to like what y'all get, you know. I would be so guilty if someone paid just a ridiculous amount of money to get something that they didn't love. You know, I would feel guilty about that. Even though the guilt's not all my own. Yeah, I'm still drawing them.
And see, I knew.
yeah.
I don't think we had. I hope I was relatively easy because I was like, I
You
know
were.
that whatever he
You
comes
were.
up with is going to be good.
No notes. No notes.
Yeah, and you even
No.
asked for like more input. You were like, so what? I mean, what do you mean frozen chicken? How do you want this? And I was like, you
Yeah,
can do a
hit me up.
rotisserie chicken in an ice cube, or you can do a chicken chattering its teeth. Like whatever you want, as long as it's frozen, people are going to get it, and it's going to be awesome. And you delivered.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, and I'm sure your other creatives can tell you. I'm my own biggest critic. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I look at something and I'll love it one day. I don't ever want to see it again the next, you know, things like that.
Yep.
So, but I have gotten better at like, if the customer says it's good, it's good. You know, they have more investment in it than I do. So trust, you know.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with what my therapist says is called cognitive distortions, where you think
Oh.
negatively, like to yourself. You listen to your shoulder devil, you know.
Yep.
So
Sure. Sometimes
Jim is my
sometimes
shoulder.
it's hard to take compliments. I mean,
yeah.
Yep.
that's just the thing. I mean, sometimes you just like, yeah, it's okay, and people are like, dude, that's freaking awesome, but in your head, you're like, thanks, like it's okay. I thought it was okay, right? But in reality, man, like you killed with these drawings you did for us, man. They're awesome.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
There's something in the custom nature of things where it's like when it's something that was made specifically for you and of you or of something you are very intimately familiar with, it's like the quality could have, I mean, the quality is fantastic, you know. It's like no matter like your 80% or your 100%. No, sorry, wait, math. Your 80% is somebody else's like 120%, where you think, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have spent more time doing this, I kind of shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't have spent so much time doing this other thing. Where on the other end of that, it's like, this is amazing. It's good the way it is.
I mean, I even catch myself in that too, you know, like being in this field, I'm friends with other artists, you know, and there's just so much doubt in this community, you know, and you have to like, you reach out to your friends. You're like, hey, what do you think about this? What can I do different?
right.
Blah, 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 blah. And it's really frustrating to be on the other side of it because I'm friends with some mad talented people, just insane talent. And they hit me for notes and I'm like, dude, if I was drawn like this, it's all I'd do. It's all I'd do, you know? So yeah, you're absolutely right. Where like our different levels of satisfaction are,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So let's talk tech. What do you draw with? Pen and paper, a tablet and a pen, a computer and a mouse. Like what do you use to do your art with?
Well, I started out with a chisel and a wall. You know, just kind of going at it.
Crushing berries into your finger and
taking
them
down
on a
my
cake.
script as I read it
dude,
to you.
it was like 10 years before I started to implement our color. into things. I was just
Yeah. Uniform.
dragging my knuckles.
Yeah.
Watching out for those
so-
saber tooths.
That's you said. Hey, you said you have bled for the craft. So I mean,
I do.
before you invented
Far.
ink, you had to draw with something. Yeah.
Hands of a killer, Bella. Truly, a little bit of Twilight reference for you. I'm gonna age myself.
Fantastic.
So at home, I just set up a new desk, so it's not here. I can't like show y'all. But at home, I use wow. Anyone smell toast? I use a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. It's an older model for sure, but it's the model that was set up at our grad school laboratories.
Okay.
And it was my first introduction to digital art. So I was like, why would I like try to make this harder on myself? So I literally found one on eBay, like as I was graduating for just a steal, man. I went on the account and it was like one of 7. And the seller said that they like were an administrator at like a school and they were like abandoning this program and they had like a lab full of them. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that for $200, like, and not tell you what this is actually worth.
Yeah.
But I don't get to sit here very often. I'm very much on the move. So when I use my iPad Pro and my Apple Pencil and a program called Clip Studio Paint.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Fixum Dude says that's the same one he has. Tom Llama says
reliable.
need a small mortgage for that tablet, but Fixum Dude says also works great, didn't cost a fortune. So
well, it can go for quite a bit, right?
Mhm.
Like if I wanted to buy it, where'd he go?
What happened?
Jim?
Oh, I think he froze.
It's all good.
The irony is, there he goes. It's okay. Continue.
Mr. Roboto.
Who'd y'all buy this from?
Sorry?
Weird.
Who'd y'all buy this equipment from?
Yeah.
Oh, garbage.
I don't know what's happening, dude.
Can you hear me?
Is your like Discord icon Thomas the Tank Engine?
No. No.
Yes.
No, it's the
What the
robot
hell?
from the old West world.
Oh God! All right, yeah, that's past me, man. Yeah, but the Cintiq is awesome. It kicks ass,
I went to when I was going to school for graphic design for a little while. I had a drawing tablet, and I think it was the same brand. And I just didn't use. I didn't have the same chops that you have in the actual illustration world, and most of my stuff was just graphic design. So I was just moving squares and there we go. I was moving squares and rectangles and triangles around and changing their colors. Like I didn't do any hand drawing illustrations. Some of my other classmates did do that stuff, and it was amazing. So I ended up I forgot if I sold it or if I gifted it to one of my classmates that used it for way cooler stuff than I would have ever been able to do.
Yeah.
I don't know why I told that story.
Dude, whatever.
Exactly. We have people who like we'll invite them, on the show as a guest, and they're like, "Oh, I've never done an interview. Like, what do I need to prep for or anything?" And I'm like,
I just thought I was going to come on here and just talk. So
Fixum Dude Fixum Dude, who's in the chat right now, we had him as a guest on the show, and he showed up with a whole PowerPoint, and I was like, you didn't have to do this, right? And he's like, I know, but he wanted to.
That kind of kicks ass.
Yeah, I know.
I really respect it.
Yeah. So I don't know when Jim is going to hop back in, but one of the things that I wanted to kind of hear about from your life is you said you decided to go to art school. I'm assuming when you decided to go to art school, you weren't necessarily thinking, because I want to be a high school art teacher. You were thinking, okay, I'm gonna make a living being an artist. So when did the high school art teacher situation come into play? Was it kind of meant to be a stepping stone, or is it something that you just all developed a passion for? Or
Man, well, it's quite a story.
okay,
I will tell most, but I will omit a couple of pieces.
okay,
But my history is out there. If anyone's curious, Sherlock Holmes, you do not need to
Mhm.
solve all the missing
Yeah,
pieces.
that one night in the
Um,
Caribbean, we don't. Yeah.
no. So I graduate 2019, and I had a family tragedy
Oh.
occur that super derailed my track that I was going on.
Mhm.
Um, I had some meetings at was like called Editors Day at our school. I like completely missed them. Didn't go. Really, just like literally waved opportunities goodbye.
Mhm.
Um, and then shortly after COVID happened.
Yeah. Yep.
So even if I did start a career, I probably would have lost my job because of COVID. Um, I come from a long line of educators. So I'm, like COVID, I moved back home. I moved back to like my hometown.
Yeah.
And my high school art teacher was retiring. Um,
Okay.
and word on the street was that I was back in town and that I was a loser and not doing anything
Yeah.
with my life, you
Stop it.
know. Um, and family friends like in the administration building, like straight up just gave me a call, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Hey son, can we enlist you into the education realm today?"
You look
And
like a
then,
strapping young lad.
oh God, it was the worst mistake I ever made. Um, and yeah, here we are. Now I'm on year 4.5. And yeah, I openly resented the idea of being an educator for a long
Really?
time. Yeah, because I mean, my dad did it, and he's a dork, you know? Like that's lame. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do what my dad and my mom did, and then what
Yeah,
my
I feel that.
grandma also did. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. But here we are, dude. I played myself.
And
Joke's on me.
I'm assuming if you've done it for that long, like you've developed an enjoyment of it of some sort, right?
There
Or are
is an
you just still
appreciation for it, yeah.
okay?
But my appreciation for it may not be what is assumed. I have found a lot of joy in getting to know my students and to be a part of their growth. I've gotten the opportunity to be a part of some really incredible artist stories.
Mhm.
And that's something that you can't like buy or like just will into
Yeah.
existence. It took days and weeks and months of hard work and dedication and just like relentless amounts of support. And that's like any teacher will tell you like we hate this phrase, but it's thrown around a lot.
Mhm.
But that's my why. That's
Oh.
why I do it.
Yep.
Um,
Live, laugh, love.
yeah, truly. But I mean, really, that is the answer. Just the young people that I've been able to just inspire and
Mhm.
motivate. Um, I wouldn't change it. Um, don't know how much I have left in me, but I do not regret the time that I have dedicated to this
That's
field.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like I said, so we have a couple regular audience members / previous guests on the show, like Abby Math and Britt. I don't know that we've had Britt on, that are also educators and could probably share some of the same sentiments. I'm
I'm
sure.
sure. I'm sure.
Have you ever had a
Godspeed.
student? Have you ever had like a sudden moment with a student where you're just like, "Oh, you're me from the past, and now I'm
A-
him from the future"?
Actually, not necessarily the me from the future, but I have a young man this year who is really, really struggling in a lot of like character situations. You know, I'll
Okay.
let you fill in the lines.
Like
And a
character,
big
like drawing characters, or character
no
like yeah,
moral
he's
character.
he's making some bad choices.
He's kind of a jerk.
Gotcha.
But at the center of his struggle is medication. And we spoke backstage about ADHD. I myself am ADHD. I was diagnosed when I was 8. I have juggled different medications at different stages of development, different life situations, and all of that. And once I learned that about this young man and like got to talk to his parents and really deeply understand, I was flooded with empathy
Mhm.
towards this young man. And yeah, because I understand that struggle so clearly,
Yeah,
especially like being parented in that situation. You know, my parents understanding that I'm not just a piece of shit, you know, that I'm
right.
not this horrible person. I just have trouble keeping my mouth shut. You know, it's not malicious. It's just a real struggle, you
Yeah,
know. But that doesn't define who I am. It doesn't put a cap on my capabilities or anything like that. It's just something you got to deal with. So
gotta learn
that's
to
a
work with
very
it.
fresh one on my mind.
And that was, and you said that was like this year.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's
We had like a
awesome.
parent teacher conference like last month. Yeah.
So, do your students know about your alter ego life as as an artist?
Oh yeah, they couldn't care less,
Really? Really?
dude.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. If I try to
They don't
show
see
them
you as some sort
something,
of celebrity or superhero at all?
no. If I try to
Oh.
show them something, they're like, "Yeah, but you're supposed to be good at this."
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah.
You
It's
know?
kind of like
And
a, yeah, but we knew that.
I'm like, you could still ooh and ah a little bit,
Yeah.
you know? Humor me.
Do you see have you found any moments where you see a little bit of your yeah, like as we're growing up, we're always like, yeah, I don't want to be my parents. I want to be something different. But when we grow up, there's some things that are just kind of like deeply ingrained into us. And we'll like, there's occasionally I'll say something and I'll be like, my, did I say that or is my dad here? Like, so have you ever had moments where you're like, man, I really understand my old art teacher now?
I have quite the opposite actually. The
Oh.
art teacher I replaced was horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah. He hated my
Did
art.
they leave or were they let? No, that's not.
So true.
Was that why they weren't there anymore?
No, so they were like respected in the community and they
Mhm.
were my art teacher. They could only do one thing.
Mm.
I'm not gonna like say what it is because people
Yeah,
could
no,
like
you don't have
figure
to.
it out. Um, I even talked to a old classmate for the first time in like a decade just this past week, and I was like, "She never really taught us, did she?" And she was like, "No,
Mm.
no, never really. We just kind of did our own thing." So I
Yeah.
really went into education telling myself I was going to do the exact opposite of what my art teacher
Okay.
did. Yeah,
Respect. Yeah.
yeah. It's kind of like with the divorced parent talk, you know. You're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I was shown a lifetime of things like of not to do."
Yep.
You
Exactly.
know, which
Yep.
which honestly kind of kind of rocks, you know?
Because you
Like
like,
someone else made the mistakes.
yeah, yeah. And there's a certain degree of like we learn from our own mistakes, but when you've been
Yeah.
surrounded by mistakes your entire life, you're speaking my language, dude. When you've been surrounded by mistakes your entire life, before you like jumped out and distanced yourself from it a little bit, like you have, I don't know. I feel like I absorbed a lot of those.
Mhm, mhm. Sorry if y'all can hear that. I'm gonna get rid of that.
It's all
Um,
good.
but yeah, man, I just wanted nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her. I
I feel like
do
you're better.
definitely share Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I interrupted.
I share a lot of wisdom that my professors in grad school gave to me. I quote them like at least once a week. My favorite one that I tell my kids all the time, because they're young people. They all they know is comparison to what they did before, to each other, to me. And some kids will just get like really locked down in the nitty gritty of something. And my favorite professor, John Lowe, would always remind me, they're just lines on paper. We're giving these projects way too much power, right?
Okay.
Don't like it, throw it away and start over.
Yep.
How long did it take you really? 10 minutes? You don't have another 10 minutes?
I like
Then
that.
you're in
I like that
then
a
you're
lot.
in the wrong industry.
There was a comment earlier. I think it was, fix some dude. Favorite expression is, I can't take art class. I don't know how to draw. If you already knew how to draw, you wouldn't need to take the art class.
Dude,
I
I have
love
to tell my kids all the time.
I love the and what I guess one of the other really good related to that is something that my wife and her mom taught me early on in our relationship. And it's just always stuck with me, which is the it's not that you can't, it's that you don't know how yet. And
I tell my kids, drawing is just like everything else. It requires a little bit of practice. You know?
yeah.
Anybody can draw, man. Anybody can draw. I
Yep.
firmly believe that. No one has proven me wrong yet. It's practice, and it's how bad do you want it.
Yep.
So
When I started,
you won't hear me. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Caleb.
I'm doing so bad at it might be a little bit of a lag too, but my first year of college, going to I was going for a graphic design degree originally, swapped back and forth degrees a lot, but my first year it was intro to graphic design. It was like a total fundamentals class, a first Monday morning 7 a.m. class, first class of college ever. And I specifically remember, I'm still really good. Here we are, like over a decade later. I'm still really good friends with that instructor. Became my academic advisor, became my friend, became my business partner, and now is the reason why I'm in Arkansas, because he ended up moving down here, and he and his wife invited me down here with them. Gave me a room for a little while until I just kind of jumped off on my own again in this totally unfamiliar space. But that first day that I met him, he was like, how many of you in this class, you're here for graphic design, but how many of you can draw? And like maybe one or two people raised their hands, and he's like, wrong. And he grabbed a marker and he walked up to the dry erase board, and he just drew the most rudimentary stick figure. And he's like, do you think you could draw that? And everybody was like, yeah, it's a super simple thing. And he's like, then you're all artists.
Yeah,
the only
hate to
difference
break it
between
to you.
that and the only difference between that and Mona Lisa is time. But at its
oh my god,
and an update.
Whoa! But at its base, it is all, like you said, lines on paper or dry erase board in that.
Absolutely.
Are you okay? What happened?
All I can do
is
is
turn it off and turn it back on again.
Smoke signals. Elgato crashed and I lost my camera, and then it had an update, and then I had to unplug and replug the USB, and I rebooted, and I'm back. I don't know what's going on.
About to send out a party.
Am I still crazy though?
Yeah, you're still choppy.
See, it's really weird because I'm not in the app.
Oh, we just got the Elgato screen.
Mm-hmm. Am I still choppy? Yeah. See, I'm choppy here, but I'm not choppy here. It's
Something must be bottlenecking.
It must be the model.
It's me.
So, do you think? So, at the beginning of the show, you said something to the effect of, "I'm a high school art teacher for now." It sounds like you've grown a fondness to it. But it sounds like you're also considering possibly are you having scheduling issues? Are you doing pretty good at what you're doing on what is considered the side, honestly? Is the high school the side gig, or is the stuff like you did for us the side gig?
Well, one of them provides healthcare.
Yeah,
And
okay.
one of them I use to buy toys.
There you go.
So you know,
We did have a question from that reminds me, a question from Ed asking if those are DVDs, books, or games behind you. I can take a guess, but I'll let you answer.
the answer is yes. Very good. Very
like
good. So this is my Wii collection. I love the
Fantastic.
Wii. I love the Nintendo Wii. It's so good. This is primarily PlayStation. Oh, sorry, my big fat head's in the way. This is primarily PlayStation with some other modern Nintendo, and then that's all Blu-rays and DVDs and VHS.
Fantastic.
Physical media, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No subscription for that.
I will put it in my coffin with me. Oh, this is my cat's butthole.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my god. I'm so
Where did that
sorry.
come from?
So he was behind my iPad, and I was
Was
like,
he?
"There's no way he'll jump over."
He did.
Sure enough.
Just
Sorry
sudden,
about that.
yeah,
Surprise.
butthole.
It's art.
Yeah, so it's in the name, Mr. Collectit. I love collecting. A large portion of that is games and media, but I have a very, very big spot in my heart for toys. I love toy collecting. I have ever since I was young, so whatever. What was your question?
You can't see it.
Oh. How many times have you accidentally checked your Wii remote at your TV?
Never. Because I got good. I read the warning on the TV, and all I needed was one time.
Yeah.
I needed to read it once, and I said, okay.
Yep.
All right.
He actually RTFM'd.
I'm not a monster, and I use the straps.
I used the strap, dude. Strap up. I actually had a student. I'm sorry. Side tangent. I had a student who wanted to, and still may be, in the process of crafting me a bracelet out of a Wii safety strap. Because
that's such a cool idea.
It's a great idea. Because on our free days at school, which we don't have a lot of, admittedly, but when we do, I always take my Wii Sports, and dude, getting these kids to interact with kids they haven't even looked at for an entire year, dude, it rocks. I barely play. I sit back and I just watch. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, okay, so let's rephrase that. How many times with the strap on your wrist have you accidentally let go of the controller and it hit you in the nuts?
Never the nuts, but it has left my hand once or twice, for sure. But I've got a good batting average. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it.
Especially when
Caleb, I remember your question now. There
was another Twilight reference.
What did you say? I missed it.
Oh, you said you have a good batting average, and I said especially when Muse is playing.
Yes, absolutely.
We're gonna keep those Twilight references going.
Dude, we're gonna keep going. Just hold on tight, Spider Monkey. Anyways.
Yes.
Dude, I'm here all
thing.
night. I've got it. So you asked about how much longer I'll be in teaching.
Yeah.
Bro, it's hard out here for a gangster.
Yep. You said I'm gonna go get a really well-paying job where I'm very appreciated, and I never have to worry about anything ever again.
Yeah.
And then you went into teaching, and you said,
"Yeah,
oh, that's the opposite, right?"
Yeah. I hate to be that guy, man, but the center of the problem is pay.
Yeah. No,
I'm not even.
Is.
Yeah, I'm not even necessarily one of those teachers that's like, oh, all this hard work I do doesn't equal the pay that I get, which is true. But at the front, because I'm able to offset that with my side hustle, so I'm comfortable. Obviously. But I will say that what I do for y'all is not consistent. you know.
Mhm.
I'll have incredible months, and then I'll have very dry months, and you know, that sucks. Um, so I need something that just pays me more.
Mhm.
You know, the economy. And
Thanks,
you know,
Obama.
dude, I don't know who to thank. But I'm a
Thanks,
homeowner.
Jim.
I'm married. Um, looking at starting a family, and it's just, you know, like these things are expensive, dog.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I can do that with my salary now,
Yeah.
you know. And it's unfortunate that that's the thing taking me out of
Right.
the classroom, you know. That's the thing that's going to stop allowing someone like me to make an impact on young artists. And that sounds very arrogant, and I don't like how that
No, it's
sounds.
it's understandable though. I feel like we understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I just think that
Yeah.
it's unique to have a teacher that's like literally in the stuff that you're teaching about, you
Mhm.
know, because the kids that are interested, I like touched base with them after Retrofest Arkansas. They were like, "We'll have the show go," and I was like, "Here's my notes. Yeah, I did this right, I did this wrong, blah 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 blah." I have an ex-student who's tabling with me this summer.
Oh,
I'm gonna
awesome.
like show him the ropes, you know.
That's
In-
excellent. Yeah.
incredibly talented kid. This kid, they could run laps around me, dude. Like it's unreal.
That's awesome.
It's tough when I get students and I'm like, I don't know where to start because well, what could you teach me? You know, dude, that is the same. Sounds like you. Oh, no more of that. Um,
Ed, I like
I
Ed's
have actually.
suggestion too. Have you considered like possibly going into like taking what you're already doing and generating more content out of it by doing like streams or time lapses or whatever?
Really actually have. So I kind of this is like so not the same, but walk with me on this.
Okay.
I recently started private tutoring at like a local private school that they don't even have an art program. So I'm
Okay.
coming in, I'm like, this is how you hold a pencil. Um, but
Where can I sign
you
up?
know, yeah, dude. Um, I really have some knuckleheads that are holding it like that chisel I talked to y'all about.
Fantastic. Or like the
But
stock images of somebody holding a soldering iron by the metal
yeah,
part. Yeah.
very much so. Very much so. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but I've brought it up like in front of like colleagues at school, and they're like, "Have you thought about doing that for adults?" And I'm like, "Do adults want to listen to other adults? Because I know how I feel about it. I'm like, what are you going to teach me?"
You are
You know?
literally we're being watched by adults mostly right now.
Yeah.
All of which
I guess you're totally right.
every
That's
single
actually
one
for
of, I mean, we don't
supervision.
have a whole lot of viewers on each episode, but we have a very dedicated audience, you know, and every single one of them most likely saw the post today about you being on the show and thought, okay, yeah, I'm going to tune into that. That sounds interesting. There's your answer, dude.
You're
True.
right. I'm a cynic at heart.
No, I get it.
But yeah, so I've definitely considered it. I have a little bit of a TikTok following. And my friends really want me to go live on that and like try to find success there. But man, like when I get home from teaching, and this is my second reason for leaving teaching, my glass is empty at the end of the day, man.
Yeah,
Right.
I
totally
I
understand.
I really do give so much to these kiddos, man. And that's, you know, I mentioned like starting a family. Like I don't know how people do it. I don't know how my parents did it. And there could be a difference between like your core level teachers, like your reading, your math, your science, so on, and like a fine arts teacher, because I really get the opportunity to like know my kids
Mhm.
and connect with them. And those poor teachers are, their feet are held to the fire, man. You know, they are constantly having to hit timelines, having like specific rubrics they have to follow and all this.
Yeah.
They don't have time to like
Right.
learn what their kids think about the latest movie or Sabrina Carpenter album or whatever, you know?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
So I'm actually very fortunate in that I get to be super open and personable with my students. So I'm very lucky.
So you're
Um,
so Jim, are you okay?
Yeah. Am I not looking okay?
He's I thought you were paused there, or I thought you were
I was
frozen there for
I
a
was
second.
I was finding him on TikTok while you guys were chatting.
Oh, gotcha. I was
Yeah,
gonna ask
man.
about that. Your Instagram was the only link that I really had. I didn't know you were on TikTok as well.
Yeah,
You do have a
my
Patreon, but it
TikTok,
looks like
dude. Yeah, the Patreon is gone. I had trouble, and honestly, after I stopped teaching, I might reopen the Patreon because I was spending so much at work that like it felt like pulling teeth just going to the post office to send a monthly sticker. You
yeah,
know,
gotcha.
like
Yeah.
such a basic task, man.
Right.
And I felt like I couldn't do it, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, once you get home and your glass is 3/4 empty, or however you want to say it, after a long day, it's really
There
hard
isn't
to
enough.
get back
There isn't enough
into
left
it.
in the glass to dip your Oreos into.
Dude,
Still,
so real.
I mean, my thing is, like, it's still there, so you can still dip, but it just takes a little more effort. I feel the same with recording videos for my channel. Like, work full time at a hospital, come home, hang out with the little man until he goes to bed, and then by the time all that's done and I'm done with the stuff, it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, do I go record now, or do I relax and go get up at 5:40 a.m. for tomorrow? Right.
Right.
And that's part of the
Um,
reason why we
right.
switched from doing every Monday to every other Monday, which is kind of a weird schedule for a like live stream show or a podcast. But it was very much like every Monday. It was like,
Yeah.
look, I love hot mix and I love the show, but I started getting that. I think Jim and I both started getting that feeling of like like it felt like a bill,
Yeah.
where it's like no matter what you do, no matter what happens, it's coming up at the same
Dun, dun,
time every
dun.
week. Yeah,
At least you know when it is. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
yeah, that's true.
but that's, I mean, it is like Caleb was saying while I was while I was away. You know, it stinks when you have the heart to want to teach the kids, and it's coming down to the fact that you can't sustain yourself doing it. And that's rough. I mean, that's rough. I'm maybe there's other ways you can do it, like online classes or courses or something like that. Like,
Mhm.
I could draw a stick figure, and that's about it. That's my art in a nutshell, because I really am not good at art.
It's all lines
But-
on paper. I really like that. That's sticking with
Just
me,
lines on
dude.
paper, dude.
I'm keeping that.
John Lowe.
Do you ever see the ring, where the people were drawing like the big like scratch circle on paper? It was like a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a big black scratch out hole.
Yeah, like the Ring, like the movie.
Yeah.
Like with the ghost or whatever
the little
coming out
girl?
of the TV. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Do you remember the drawing?
No, I don't. I don't remember that part.
Let's see.
No.
Let's see if I can find it.
No, we don't.
Well, anyway,
It sounds like you were describing Chalk Zone.
I know. That's what I was thinking too, with the hole.
Yeah.
I was describing your
Man,
cat
that was
earlier.
a.
Oh,
But-
you
That
were
was a
just a
cut.
black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad he doesn't coach football. Hey. I have to agree with Brian Farmer. I tend to like go to social, like not social media, but like YouTube, and watch my favorite people or stuff like that to decompress, just
Me
to
too.
listen and just
Me too.
not have to think and pay attention and just
Mhm.
decompress and watch something. And I think that's where YouTube is good for me, because I can go and just just I can lose an hour real fast,
Oh yeah, without even thinking about it.
And TikTok
Mhm.
is just as bad. Like, it's just that
TikTok stuff.
But I think we got 7:18. Should we hit some hot makes up and check out some other people's art?
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you about that part. But yeah, usually the second half of the show we check out the things that people have submitted using the hashtag hotmakes, and you are welcome to hang out with us. You are invited to hang out with us. A lot of it's going to be 3D printing related, but
Right on.
you want to check out some of the stuff people have sent us?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hotmakes. It's
All right.
what the show is named after, so we got to do it every time.
I'm done with it. No,
We got
no
a few
more.
moments. We had a few
Today's-
moments where Jim, like behind the
today's the
scenes,
last
Jim
one.
was like, "Yeah, do we have time for that this episode? Because the guest is," and I'm like, "It's the name
Well,
of the show, dude.
We also
have
kept
to."
our show to an hour forever, and that was super
Yeah.
tough to do. Llama says I didn't do any nutty stuff this week. How about not nutty?
What is
That's
that?
because he wore. That's because he wore the wrist strap.
It's because he
What
was
is
too
that?
busy working on his kitchen sink. All right. Let's see
What do we
got
have?
here. Reuven balls.
Reuven balls.
Not sure, but my
Reuven
newest
ball.
creation, the Gear Orb. The files are free for the
Oh.
Dude, hit that
Oh.
play button. I gotta know what this is. Holy crap.
This is very satisfying. So this is the. I think everybody's seen the like the gear ball thing.
Wow, that's super cool.
So
It looks like this is the guy
you
who
know-
designed it, and he has and the gear cube thing. Yeah, everybody. Okay.
So art wise, I mean, you got to design this, right? So that fits right in with a lot of different. That's engineering, art.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the CAD world. Use all the tons of stuff. It's cool how it works too. Love it.
Crazy. I love that filament too. Does
Gears
it say
are
what
really
the-
fun. He has a bunch.
Yeah,
Liz says.
that's nutty.
Yeah, that's super
Very
cool. What the what? Did I just see a
Yo!
Did I just see a Velociraptor?
What just happened?
Whoosh.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that color changes everything.
What?
Yeah, that's
I
I
love
feel like
it.
it's about to spit acid at me.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like it's a Velociraptor.
that's a
why-
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, not a velociraptor, Jim. Don't you know your dinosaurs?
What?
Yo! That one's nuts.
There's one with a skull too.
What? All right.
How does that even work? It's not a square or a round shape. It's a
Actually, a video of me responding to the last video we watched.
That's exactly what that is.
Wow.
Mind blown.
Trying to literally wrap my head around these.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
How do
Everything.
you?
Oh, that one's pretty, dude. Oh, that's
Okay, but hear
That's
me out.
nice.
That is cool, but now that we've seen the skull, it's like,
Yeah.
What? This is like one of those fractal images, you know?
Yeah. Man. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's like a heartbeat.
This is like, I feel like these videos could just be playing, like the video that's playing in the YouTube video that has like the lo-fi music, you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely. This is like
lo-fi beats to
Cocomelon
study
for
to.
adults.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just realized how does it print? There's no flat sides. How do you print something like that?
Carefully. Dude, this is so cool. Man, well, I'm glad we fell onto that person and nice work.
Absolutely.
Wow. Reuven
Sorry.
Reuven balls. Nice work. What we got next? Andrew Rogers. My ode to brutalism in chess form is finished. Inspired by I can't even talk. Soviet era Bulgarian architecture and the not gonna say that library. Let's see.
Yep. Dude.
Oh man.
Super cool.
Very cool, yeah.
Oh, I love the whole set.
I love the legs, man.
Yeah.
The legs feel very Forerunner to me.
That's cool.
That's very
Andrew.
cool.
Nice
I appreciate
work.
the choice. I appreciate the choice in materials too, that like marble color.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Very cool, Andrew. Nice work.
So I'm assuming, does that mean, did Andrew design all of that?
I mean, I
Looks
assume
like
so.
it. I mean, it seems like it. Yeah. That's so cool.
Very cool. Caleb.
I'm waiting for it to start walking, you know?
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Hey, and look at this. This is funny. So you pulled this up, and I'm wearing the hat, and Colin just hopped in the chat
Nice.
at the same time.
Received a care package from Little Tub 3D today, and I'm beside myself. We get to meet so many amazing artists, designers, and engineers on Hot Make, and getting to surround myself in my work is always a source of inspiration. There we go.
So when I was wearing this hat at the retro event we went to too, I felt like it was very appropriate.
Very much so.
Also, kudos to Colin and the hat that he chose, because I have a unfortunately sized noggin, and
dude, preach.
most of the time, almost all the time, if it's one of those like flex fit, like one size hats, they do not fit me ever. Either that, or I'll pop my head off and I'll look like Megamind, because it was like, or like I'll pop the hat off and I'll look like one of those, like, you know, when people like put the rubber bands around a watermelon until it bursts. Yeah. That's how my head feels.
Well, can we try it?
This fits.
Awesome. I love it. I love the Hug Life Care Bear too.
I appreciated that. Yeah. Well, because we got to hear the story behind how his Care Bear design started, and that was the original one. That was the first one.
Right. All right.
Very
next,
cool.
Karen Chow. She tagged
Karen.
The Hot Makes Live. James the printer. Project is complete. Dummy 13 scaled to 1300%. 12 and a half rolls of filament, and he weighs about 25 pounds.
Jeez.
We've named him
Dude,
Richard.
that's just a guy.
it's
yeah.
It needs a Boston Dynamics logo on it.
The new Tesla robot.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
Atlas.
Yeah. I love it.
So this is context, Jake. This is like, you'll appreciate this, because being a toy collector, it's like a 3D printable action figure that somebody designed, where you can like make your own attachments or your own head, or like it's got kind of like a standard system where you can kind of turn it into whatever action figure character you want. And this is just a very big one, apparently.
Right. He says, does not. Let's see. Sorry. At this scale, these joints need heavy modification for easy assembly. I do not recommend printing Dummy 13 at this size. Dummy 13 is amazing. That's awesome. I love it.
That's pretty legendary.
I love it.
Oh, if you go to never mind.
Big Nick, the gargoyle, printed on a Prusa XL, came out great. Almost entire roll of marble with black pupils.
I've seen multiple. I'm seeing multiple submissions here were from Fix'em Dude. So thank you, Fix'em Dude, for keeping us.
I was just talking about like we're decorating the house for Halloween, and I was like, man, we need gargoyles like in the front of my house.
Is the dual color only for the eyes?
Yeah.
Is that the only part that's gray?
That's black.
Black, gray, whatever.
I think so.
Huh.
Dude, imagine if the eyes were hollow and you put like marbles.
Yeah.
Oh, or red LEDs.
Want that?
We've already
Mm.
established that red
We had-
LEDs mean
We had this
evil.
discussion, Jake.
Okay.
You know, like in your brain, you think robots when they turn mean or whatever, their eyes go red, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
In my
that means
experience.
someone had to build that robot with
To
a
have
red
angry
LED.
eyes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like they knew this robot was gonna go, you know, would have, because if you built a robot with pink or I don't know, green LEDs, it could never go red, right?
No.
But
No.
like
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
See?
You lost me there
See?
for a second.
say you
So,
have
like,
white robot eyes and then they go red because they're coming after you. Well, the only way it had red eyes is if it was built that way.
Right.
So
What was that you were saying earlier about giving something too much thought? Jake, you were talking
Oh,
about
man.
giving it too much real estate.
No. This is different. This is like going down the road the other way. I'm all for this.
I love it. I love the gargoyles.
This is innovation.
Let's see. Abby Math says they said they used the black for the tower to save the marble. Wasn't sure whether there's enough
Save the marble
on the spool. RGB. Everything is RGB.
real gamers.
Also,
I appreciate
boycott red to prevent the robot.
Oh my god, dude, stop clicking it.
Robot uprising. Yeah, I love it. This is cool though. I love the gargoyles.
That's a good idea though. You know,
Yeah.
we're worried about AI taking over and you know all these robots, you know, our new robot overlords. If we just stop producing red LEDs, we'll never have a problem, right? We just found the solution.
Yeah. Next, Christoph just released new exclusive cat shuttle box design, layered silhouettes, vibrant autumn colors, and tons of feline charm. There you go.
I don't know what this is. What is this?
What?
He said this was a cat. How is this a cat? I don't. There's no butthole.
It clearly is.
Fair.
It's right down here.
Fair. I'll
There's
take that.
literally a cat in here and a cat here and a cat.
Sarah walked in the moment I said butthole, and she's just looking at me like, "What?"
Oh man. But I think
I love
Abby Math officially turned off the show because of the talk of the bottom of the cat. No, this is super cool.
Apologies.
I love the idea of having multi layers with the cats in the layers too. You know, it's not just
okay.
It's not just colors to make the outline of the full cat. You know, there's multiple cats here.
I like that. Yeah.
Super cool. All right, Karen also tagged a bunch of stuff. I said put it on your calendar now. Rocky Mountain dates have been announced. And Caleb put this bumper together here.
In collaboration with Big Jano, who was in the chat. When we were at 3D Printopia in Baltimore, not Baltimore, him and Justin caught me and they were like, "Hey, if you ever have a moment while you're here filming to so Jano was going to make his own video with the footage at the beginning of this. And then he was like, "Well, what if you added it to yours?" And I was like, "Cool." So that's that story. I unmuted you, play it because I'm rambling.
I like this comment.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Here you go.
Yep. Still no sound. That's okay though.
Yeah. Is it free sound anyway?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. So Jake, context. Remurf is the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, which is a huge 3D printing event that happens in Colorado every year. And this was the announcement video for that, or the announcement video for the dates that it's taking place.
I loved battling in the snow.
Yeah.
Death Racers in the snow was fun.
Oh,
Yeah. There's people making all sorts of stuff at these events, and a lot of it is 3D printing, based off of 3D printing, but turns into all sorts of different things. There's you'll see in a second. There's a guy who 3D printed a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. The sound is 70s porn music.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's sick.
Anyway.
Nice. So there you go. May 17th and 18th. It's late this year. All right, next. Fix 'em Dude.
So what do we have here? What is it? Oh, geez. My volume was up.
Yeah, we heard. I could hear it. I mean,
Oh.
anyways, all right, let's rock and roll here. We got Fix 'em Dude. This is awesome. No, now we need to do this for Chris Perillo. Yes. Ali Spagnola. She's got an awesome channel on YouTube, by the way.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's music. This is 9 minutes.
I muted you.
Time for that.
Yeah.
But
So it looks like she worked with Builder Ann
yeah.
to do
Yep.
a sculpt or like a mold of her head.
Yeah.
And did she melt the candy corn into
She made it out of candy corns.
what? Wait, how'd she get the colors? Like, how is it not mixed together? Don't throw it on the ground, eat it.
I think she cut the candy corns apart.
Okay.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Dude, I
So
love
good.
candy corn.
if you have time, go find the channel. Her videos are awesome.
Always fun, yeah.
So good stuff. All right. Next, I tagged this one. This was Fix 'em Dude, the new Fix 'em Dude Motors FDM. Print in place logging trucks now available. So Fix 'em Dude has been making these model like toy trucks and cars and cop cars, and there goes my camera, and weird. Boom. Not my favorite. Anyways, been doing a bunch of cool stuff with all different vehicles, and I love this one. I love it. He nailed it with the logging truck here.
Absolutely. Sorry, there was a loud noise. Sarah is reorganizing the living room, and there was a loud noise, and I got worried. I thought she was hurt.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Life Alert is there to help.
So yeah, Fix 'em Dude makes some really cool stuff. What's
And they're all
interesting
print
is
plates,
this is
too.
all digital art to start with, right? It's 3D art, and
Yeah.
they got to create the models and all that, and then we turn it into, like
Well,
actual pieces. We have, art.
and Battle Cry said the frozen chicken fell to the ground.
Yeah.
So and we were talking earlier about like taking any concept and turning it into your own if you've got like a style that you've developed. Fix 'em Dude's like chunky car vehicle, that has turned into an art style of his own as well. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you removed all the Fix 'em Dude stuff from this and just showed me, hey, somebody 3D printed a truck, I would be like, is that a Fix 'em Dude design? Because of the way it looks.
Absolutely. And you can gargoyle.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Taco trucks.
That's
There you go.
awesome. I love that one.
Taco trucks. Here we go. The pie fighter.
The pumpkin pie fighter, yeah.
Very cool.
The
I
mail
like
truck.
he remastered that.
The mail truck's cool.
Dude, his style reminds me of Fisher Price's Little People.
Either that
Kinda,
or
yeah.
That's,
yep.
That's
and,
unfortunate, but still great.
Playmobil too.
Yeah.
Similar vibe.
So good. Wait, was that Chuck Hollenbuck? I love it.
Oh my god. No.
I
Oh
don't think
no.
I've seen that, but that's hilarious. All right. Anyways, nice work, Fix 'em Dude. Jeremy
So-
at the final layer.
Do you see what I see underneath this this little man? This little dude?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Boom!
Hot makes build plate.
Hot makes
That's
build
awesome.
plate.
That's a hot print right there, Jeremy. This behold Jason. What
Chunkies.
chunkies? Chunkies. Yeah. That's awesome. It's like a cross between Lego and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's kind of like Jake, what's the what's with the cutie corn thing? I don't
Oh, I won a contest a couple years ago. Yeah. I designed a Funko Pop.
Okay.
Yeah, here. Hey, y'all do the next one. I'll go get him.
Okay.
Sounds good. Funko Pops. Nice. All right. Nice work
You
there.
said something that reminded me of that, and I forgot that I wanted to ask him about that.
Yeah. We saw this earlier. The chicken is still frozen.
Yes.
There's that.
I wanted to show it off before the show. I couldn't wait.
I love it.
Christoph said he should make a stained glass light box of.
I saw that. I was like, yes,
that would be awesome.
and then of course, CL 3D printing. We
Love
had
his work
on recently.
Yes.
This is the Demon Skull Koozie with human skin texture and bone handle.
Oh,
yes.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Like, in a good way.
Does the handle pull out with the? Oh, this one isn't a dice tower, is it?
No, this is
not a
this
dice
is a
tower.
different.
This is just a koozie.
But awesome.
Yeah.
Is this? I don't know if he's here with us in the chat. If he is, I want to know. Did he use Rub and Buff for that? I'm assuming to get that metallic look.
Maybe, yeah. I am a terrible. It might be actually a silver print, and then he paint. I don't know.
Looks good though.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was just like a rock texture of some sort at first when I looked at it. Knowing that that's supposed to be a skin texture now is like, ooh.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so good with the music. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, what we got here. Karen tags us in.
No.
Karen, meet the Hawaii Halloween friends. Hawaii.
Kawaii.
I'm sorry. K with the k.
So
Karen,
Karen,
I told you I don't even speak English. Quick
Karen
swap.
is
in your defense, it's Japanese.
Touche. Gen 2.
Karen is a friend of the show that has her style when she designs things is just the happiest little adorable faces, and I don't.
Yeah, that is so adorable. I want to puke.
I know. I had.
Oh my god!
Somewhere in this messy office, but those are storage drawers, right?
Dude.
Yeah. So cute.
That
Karen,
Ferrari 3D was in the
chat.
chat.
Equals cute.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Episode, and I don't
Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I'm here for it.
Yep. And there's Jirari. So Jirari designed the drawer system, and he's in the chat. And Karen made these faceplates for it, the kawaii faceplates for it, and she's in the chat. It's like everybody's here.
I love it.
That's so awesome.
It's so cute.
So cool. Caleb, I did not realize that there was a homework assignment, so I turned in some work to be shown #hot makes if y'all wanted to see some hot makes of mine.
You
from
sent
this past week. I sent them on Instagram.
Weird.
That was just like a quick
So on the desktop Instagram, it says use the Instagram mobile app. Because it says it can't. That is so weird. I've never seen that.
Is there another way that I could send y'all 2 pictures?
We can. Did you posted them on Instagram?
Here. No, I'm pulling up.
These are unposted pictures. I thought that would be really cool. I can DM them on Twitter, real quick.
I'm doing it. I got it.
You got it?
Yes, I'm pulling up the Hot Mix Google Drive.
In the
I'm gonna
C
drop it
chat.
in there.
Yeah, these are 2 unreleased, unshared pieces of art that I've done recently. So I thought that would be a fun little exclusive for the show.
Unreleased.
Ooh, hang on,
Hi,
I'm
guys.
working on it.
Right? No. Unreleased. What's up with the Funko Pop?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
tell us about
So yeah, in 2019
Well, I fumbled.
I entered a contest and I got 3rd place and they made my design into a Funko Pop. It's
What?
yeah,
That
it's
is
a
so
little
cool.
trick-or-treater that's a candy corn.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he came with a box and everything, and
I saw,
just don't know where it is right now.
Are they still in circulation? Like, can you still? Are you still?
It was a Funko Shop exclusive, so like you could
Gotcha.
only get it at their Hollywood location.
Oh, gotcha.
I had to
That makes
like
even-
buy them wholesale to like give one to my mom.
Part of
but
the
yeah,
contest wasn't that you like got a couple copies? Just
they
got
gave me
them?
like 3,
Oh, okay.
you know, but like
Wow,
20
dude.
people were like wanting
I
me
was
to hook
just
them
gonna
up.
say,
So I
now
was
we
like,
know your mom ain't top 3.
Wow.
the chopping block comes for everybody sooner or later.
Hashtag.
All
But yeah,
right,
that was
these are-
super
I
cool.
finally got 'em.
That oh yeah, here we are.
These are what you sent. So you got Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega
Ooh.
Man and X. I was inspired from Retrofest Arkansas to
So these are recent.
pump up. Yeah. I drew this last week.
Wow.
To kind of pump up my my video game offerings a little bit. And the other one's a little more niche. So I'm not a big anime guy. But my little brother turned me on to a new show that's coming out on Netflix called Dan Bidan. And these
Okay.
are the 2 main characters. And if
Oh.
my TikTok algorithm is to be trusted, it's quite the hotness right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So these are like the 2 protagonists. So I just really enjoyed drawing them. But
Nice.
this is what I have for my hashtag hot makes for the week.
I
That's
searched.
awesome. And you haven't released these yet.
Say again. I'm sorry.
And you haven't released these yet.
No. These have only been posted on my close friend's story on Instagram. So my wife has seen it.
You're so cool. Have you ever done any?
Also,
have, you ever
not your
done,
mom.
have you ever done Samus?
I haven't drawn Samus.
Ooh.
What?
I know, right?
Why not?
You heard it from
chicken.
Sarah. The
There's
chicken.
only one of me.
You leave my chicken alone. Y'all want to know real?
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
love it.
What's up?
Debut and hot makes. That's
Hang on.
right. All right.
Hang
I
on.
know it's getting
Sarah has a
late.
story. Can you guys
what?
hear me?
Yeah. What?
So I was planning on making hamburger helper for an easy dinner, and I didn't thaw the turkey this time.
Oh no!
So
Tonight?
it's still a frozen bird, yeah.
You're like this is a real story tonight?
You want me to bring you the frozen turkey block?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Apparently, she has
I love
problems
you
with
so
It's
much.
intentional at this point.
Yeah. I love it.
We
You
just
want me to bring you the frozen bird?
it's happening live. The frozen conundrums are still happening, and it's happening in front of your face right now. Yeah, that's what exactly. We were talking about ADHD earlier. She just walked away. She's like, "What's it like having a wife with ADHD?" Yep. Frozen chicken. That's what it's like.
Frozen turkey. All right. I know it's running late. We're up against the bottom of the hour, I guess you could say. We're gonna get flying soon, but one more time before we get going. Who are you? What do you do? And where can we find your work? Because, man's got to eat. Let's get him some commissions.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Buy
Mr.
6,
Collectit.
get 1 free.
Watch. My DMs are always open. I'm always accepting work. Yeah, man. And if you just want to see a bunch of fan art, I post almost daily. That's going to stop soon because I'm so tired.
Because
And
you were doing like you're doing one Halloween character a day for the entire
Yeah.
month. That's hard.
Wow.
yeah. And
Wow.
then before that, I was drawing a different Pokemon every day. I would like to draw every Pokemon.
That's a lot.
That's a
I
lot.
know.
Even when you were kind of grouping them together based on either the evolutions or I noticed some of them were like themes.
Yeah. No, I have them.
Together
I have them
together.
together in like evolution lines. And I think I will make like books to sell at shows. I think that would be really fun and cool.
That would be
I love
you make-
Pokemon, so that's just something I've always wanted to do.
And we talked a little bit about before the show. You love doing family portraits.
yeah, just absolutely adore staring at your ugly little kid for an hour or two while I draw him.
Wait a
But
minute.
yeah.
I always
And
didn't know that anymore.
if I could plug this is my
Yeah.
favorite plug. Fictional characters are 50% off, man.
Oh.
Yeah, so if I haven't drawn your main in Super Smash Brothers or your favorite Pokemon, I mean, hit me
Or
up, man.
Samus.
Or Samus.
Or Samus.
Nice.
I see that as an opportunity to like add to my portfolio. So, you scratch your back, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of
Yeah.
situation.
You scratch your back, I scratch yours. You get your back scratched twice, and I
Yeah.
get nothing.
My back will
Wait a
be
minute.
scratched. For sure. But like just recently I drew Toe Jam and Earl, which is like 2 characters I probably never would have gotten to on my own, but that was a fun commission from Retrofest Arkansas, so
Nice.
I'm
I gotta say,
always
too,
looking for fictional characters.
Your
So come
your
on.
post-
You're telling me you don't want to stare at this.
Dude, you have like the cutest kid, man. Did y'all see my reaction
almost have the same
backstage
hair,
when you
too.
pulled that picture up?
No, I did not.
Dude, I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
He's he's definitely a cutie.
I really
Just a little
appreciate-
dude, man.
I might have to get this one drawn though. That'd be a lot of fun. That's his very first school picture ever because he
That's
just
awesome.
started school
That's
for the first
awesome.
time. So there's
Congrats, Dad.
that. Thank you. I think it was the mailman. But
I was gonna ask what happened, but
yeah. No, he's
he's
awesome.
definitely your kid. He's got the hair.
But
You passed
wait,
that
I
on.
might have to chat you after and talk about that. But anyways, I know again we're running up against time. We've been here for a couple hours. Yeah, awesome, man.
Thank you for hanging out with
really
us for
appreciate
so
it. I
long.
know Caleb's met you and you guys talked a bit, and thank you so much for the ones you did for us because they're super fun.
Of course. No, thank you guys for the work. I appreciate it always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired. Thanks for hanging out with us for so long, especially after that first like super painful few minutes of trying to figure out. While Jim, you are still choppy, by the way.
I
So-
see it in my camera here, but when I look at the local version, it's not like that. It's very weird. But I'm gonna run all the driver updates and all that crap, and hopefully we can get rid of this problem.
Driver, hardly know her. Sorry.
Yeah, driving Miss Daisy. But all right, everybody, we really appreciate you being here, man. Hey, thank you, Jake. I loved checking out your stuff, and it was great to meet you for the first time. Caleb's already met you, even though I look like Mr. Roboto over here. But man, killer
It was
stuff.
my pleasure.
One last question before we go. Have you
Ooh.
ever done a commission that was intended to be a tattoo?
I mean, like
Oh, boy.
technically yes, but like they always fell through. But my little character that I drew for Retro Rick has landed on a couple bodies. So
Okay.
that was like my first.
Nice.
We'll probably be talking at some point about that. A little bit
Caleb's
more.
like, I'm a
Nice.
billboard. What I need to do is
I am.
yeah, pretty much. Get him, yeah, get him all.
I even
in
got
there.
hot mix.
There you go. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Jake, hang out right there. We'll be right back with you. Everybody else, you guys are awesome. Have a great night, and thank you for being with us. Check out Jake's stuff, mrcollectit. That's how you say it. There you go. Look at that.
What?
Look at fancy.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
right.
Jim's gonna hate me because we still don't have an outro. I'll fix it. I'll fix that.
I don't hate you. Let's see. I'll pick an outro for us. How about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It'll be fun. Everybody, have a great night. You guys all rock. We'll see you guys soon. And this is gonna be our outro.